Hello, it's Beth again. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. I have a cat that just walked up because I started talking, and he doesn't understand that you're a person because you're a computer. But in my house anyway. So if the cat interrupts, I'm sorry. Hey. So he's a little frustrated. He doesn't understand. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about monsters. Monsters are really important. I want you to take a minute, think back to your childhood or early teen years as the cattail goes by, and think about what monsters were important to you. Maybe they really scared you. Maybe you really liked them. There goes the cat. Maybe you had a lot of dreams about a particular type of monster, and these monsters could be anything like ghosts or werewolves or actual monsters like Godzilla or The Thing. Maybe you were more into like zombies and vampires. Zombies for me, totally frightening. And I love zombies and zombie movies. So think about these monsters that kind of spoke to you. I know when back before internet and even videotapes, we used to have to wait till around the Halloween time to watch The Wizard of Oz, and I really thought that The Wicked Witch of the West was really scary, but the monkeys really scared me a lot. And so, but it was so important to watch that movie. It was so important to kind of connect with monsters at this time of year. And, you know, it's funny to think about why would that be? Why would that happen? And I think that actually there's a fascination because these monsters that we connect with, hopefully by now you have one in mind, these monsters that we connect with hold a fascination for us because they have a symbolism that speaks to us at a core level. I am petting the cat. A fascination that speaks to us at a core level. So if you think about, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West, there have been huge amounts of stories written about, you know, all the different symbols for the Tin Man being, you know, industrial society and factories, the city, and the Scarecrow being the South, the agrarian society, how the lion is the Wild West, and they look at this, and they can see kind of a symbol in that, and we can also look at our monsters and see the symbols, right? So for me, I think having the zombie as one of the monsters that I really like, I think for me, the symbol of that is more about humanity and about how important it is to connect to each other in a human way, even in a society that's sort of sped up and virtual. A lot of the people that I know, I actually communicate with online or by distance in some way. A lot of our sense of community comes from television or other media at this time, and all the twittering, and we relate to things going on in the rest of the world through the news instead of through actual involvement in the physical reality of our local communities. And so I think there's something about zombies that speaks to our humanity and what happens if people lose that connection to humanity and relating to each other as actual people. I think that it could be that werewolves are actually talking about the actual physical animal needs, the need to eat well, to gorge ourselves sometimes, the need to physically have comfort and relate in that physical level. And a lot of times people are in total denial of the body. I think it could be that it's about restriction. Different kinds of monsters can talk to power. Godzilla is certainly about power, I think, and types of power. And so you can kind of start looking at whatever monster it is that speaks to you and see what you feel the symbol is. And maybe acknowledge that there's something in the symbol of that monster that's actually a reminder to us of what it is that we're missing, or that on a deeper level we need to pay attention to. And this is very yogic, right? Another way to use the world around us to bring in some more mindfulness and awareness of what our actual real needs in the real world are. And that's a beautiful thing. And so celebrating Halloween at this time of year, allowing children to dress up as their monsters or as sort of the big icons of the time, allows us to give them a situation where they can live in sort of the fantasy, but also on some kind of subconscious level acknowledge power, the ability to relate. It could be about, I took some notes, it could be about kind of allowing ourselves to break through limitations. It can be about love. It can be about relationships, and also about the contributions that we're able to make. A lot of times in monster movies, people's true gifts come out, and the way that they can relate to the other people in the group trying to survive allows them to realize a new level of their own contribution. And so sometimes we just love those movies because we can imagine ourselves in that kind of essential, kind of boiled down role, and how we really do have value just through existing, not having to do something or be something other than what we are, to be okay and worthy and accepted. And so accepting the monsters, accepting the reality of whatever situation we're in actually becomes sort of that deep level of recognition that we have when we watch scary movies, right? And so with this, I kind of honor this aspect to our society. You know, we're lucky to have Halloween. In some places they don't. I know Americans who are living abroad and love to bring Halloween with them. And I think subconsciously this is a big part of it. And so with that, I say I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful Wednesday, and that as you're planning your costume, if you're going out or as you're planning support for other people in their costumes, that you keep this in mind and find that mindfulness and celebration in this time of year. With that, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks.